Well, throwing a party can be absolutely the most fun thing you've done in a long time, but let's be honest, it can also be super expensive. However, if you think outside of the box and you follow a couple simple ideas, then you may be able to add a little bit more flair to your parties and perhaps really wow your guests. So joining me is Ricky Esther, creator of La Ricky Design, and we wanted to welcome you to the show. It's so good to see you.
Thank you so much.
You are a woman after my own heart. By the way, did you know today is National Cupcake Day?
I didn't know
I logged on to Facebook this morning. I thought, where is my cupcake for breakfast?
Well, this
is completely appropriate, completely appropriate, and we planned it that way. So let's talk a little bit about kind of just the trend in cupcake liners and how really between baking and crafting, they've really kind of, you know, they're getting a lot of attention in the craft world.
They really are. I mean, for the treat, they're, you know, so popular. But now you can find so many different patterns and colors. As you can see, I have stripes, solid colors, and you can find them at your local craft stores. And they're only a couple dollars per pack, so they are an inexpensive way to decorate.
Now, there's some pretty fancy designs that you've got here. This one looks like it's, well, of course, it's Martha.
I know.
Of course. Martha knows how to do it best.
She does.
Even some of the specialty ones. Do you have any tips for us on how to get our hands on things that
I do.
real specific colors?
Sure, sorry. I recommend going on to bakeitpretty.com, and they have an array of colors and patterns that you can find to cater any party that you're doing.
All right, I always love those insider tips.
Yes.
Now you made this, and this is fantastic to put really on a dessert table,
Yes.
A buffet.
Exactly.
And I've seen these basically in some of the fancy dancy kind of decor magazines, but you've kind of whittled it down to a science here. So how do you do this?
Well, this took about 300 cupcake liners.
Okay, good to know when we go and purchase.
Exactly. And you start out with about a stack of 5, and then you put one of these clothespins in. You fold it in half. You do a little bit of ruffling. And then what you need is the hot glue gun over here. And as you can see, I didn't finish this one. And then you just take a piercing. We'll just do it as we can see.
Do you
right
glue
here.
below where you pin?
You just do a little tip right here.
Okay.
Right on the end. Just because you really need it to stay.
To secure.
Yes.
Okay. Now, wouldn't this be precious for all of the holidays coming up?
Oh, you could do
I send the kids back to school, and all of a sudden I'm like, holidays! And it's still like 110 degrees.
You could do Halloween, you could do brown and orange. I mean, you could do Halloween cupcakes, you could, you know, that have all different patterns. You could do whatever you want.
I love it.
This could be good for Christmas on the sweets table.
And I don't know if our viewers can see here, so let's try and get a shot. But inside, you've taken a colored pin top.
I did, because I used
just
this one
added
for
a little
Christmas
flair.
last year.
See, you're way ahead of the trends. You're that girl. You're the one that we get all the ideas, and the next year we do them, and they're like a year late.
And I just wanted to show you, this is what it starts out at. It's very small.
Now, where's your best advice for saving a nickel to get these little...
Oh, you know, if you can get your half off or 20% off coupons that come in the mailer, use them. I mean, these aren't that expensive, but it's so nice to be able to save.
Okay, and then you made something else here where we can use this as a decoration again over a table. We just changed. How did you do this one? The same kind of technique?
That one, I didn't use pins. I still used hot glue gun, and it's just a small little foam ball.
What'd you do there?
I put a screw in these guys right here.
Okay.
Just so that you have something to hang it from. And then you just take, I used a crayon, my son's crayon.
How old is your son?
He's 2.5.
2.5. Aren't they a bundle of energy at that age?
Oh, yes.
Actually, are they always? I think they're always a bundle of energy.
And so you just take the end of the crayon, or you can use a pencil, use a little bit of your hot glue gun, and you can start anywhere.
Okay.
You just stick it on.
Oh, there you go.
And then,
And see, I would have probably done the dum-dum way, and I would have used my finger and thought, gosh, this hurts, but it's so cute. And I would have just tortured myself, you know, through the process.
And then there's no rhyme or reason. You just keep going and cluster them together. And then, like this, with this one, if it gets a little smash, you just fluff it.
Okay.
Just fluff the
Now,
bottom.
I'm really curious to La Ricky Designs. Tell me about that.
The name? Well,
And really kind of what you do.
I'm an event stylist, so I love styling parties, and paper is probably my favorite medium because it's so versatile, it's reusable, it's inexpensive, and it's easy.
Well, and I think always, you know, we've learned in the past that when you can pair something that's inexpensive with something that's a little bit more high-end or has a little bit more, you know, richness or texture, then all of a sudden it looks very purposed, even though it's handcrafted,
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
I want to end right here because I think that you've really honestly covered the map here on any possible way you can use a cupcake liner, from a garland to, you know, a centerpiece, and here for gift giving.
Yes, you could put jam, you could put a cupcake in here, or a gift for a kid with some crayons in it, and then just, you know, decorate it with a cupcake liner.
Do you remember, you might be my age, do you remember when, like, our moms would take those and they'd put the fabric underneath
Yes.
the top, and then,
Yes.
like, it would be through, and then it would kind
With
of...
red and white gingham or something.
Right.
Yes.
And yarn,
Yes.
not twine, not this
twine.
fabulous twine.
Not this pretty twine, I know.
That's our generation.
Yes, we've
of mason
upgraded a
jars.
little
We've just
bit.
kicked it up a notch. Well, thank you so much for coming
Thank
on. We do
you.
appreciate it. We're going to have Ricky's information on our website. She can help you with really any of your planning needs, and we'll have that contact information on sonoranliving.com.